Alrighty, my dancers. Today we're going to be going over an introduction to West Coast swing. I will be going over just briefly what the difference between West Coast and East Coast is, realizing that, again, this is a part of our umbrella series. So if you haven't seen any of the other parts, this might seem kind of new to you, but since you're here anyway, my name is Noe Alonzo, and I am your dance professor here on YouTube. I've learned about 53 different styles of dancing over my 10-year career as a dancer. So I've got a little bit of experience underneath my belt. My job here is to try and introduce you guys just generally in order to understand the basics, and then from those basics, get your booty into a class near you. That way you can have fun within your own community. All right, so having said that, let's get into West Coast swing. Alrighty, my fabulous dancers. I just wanted to go over really briefly the difference between East Coast swing and West Coast swing. Now, one of the main differences is that East Coast swing is considered a spot dance. It doesn't really travel all that much. You're mainly facing in front of your partner. You can be side by side, but there is rarely a time when we go into what's known as a swing out position. Whereas West Coast swing, there is a lot of back and forth. There's usually a to and fro to this style. So you can notice that I'm going through like a passing variation where I'm just going to get out of my lady's way or my imaginary partner's way in order to get a better feel for, I guess, the slot in which we're preparing ourselves in. One of the big things about West Coast swing is that, to me, it was introduced as something that has a slightly level ceiling. It doesn't have that much of a bounce like you would see in East Coast swing or pre-jive. It's a lot more smooth down to the floor. You can have level changes if you like, but usually that's with intention versus what I've seen a lot of beginners do is that they don't understand that they are usually at a level ceiling to start off with, just like basic walking. Next part we're going to be going into is our basic walk. Tap, step forward, triple step, or anchor step. This is a breakdown for the males, our leaders' footwork of the sugar push. Now right here, I'm going to be going over the give and take of the tap step. Now at the tap step, this is where we have the most compression in our frame. Normally this is a single hand hold to a push, which is why it's called a sugar push. We have a back tap, and again, during that tap, we take in the energy from our follow and then press and push them away from us in order to give that spring action. So just like any spring, you need a little bit of compression before you actually get into the elasticity part. So you can hear my cat in the background. Oh my goodness. So again, for the follow, for the leader, we have a sugar push, back, tap, step, triple step, or anchor step. Later on, you can have variations where you play around with the anchor step, but traditionally, you want to try and keep it in place. So walk, triple step. I like to hook it just because I like to lead I in particular just like to lead a curving triple. That way I'm mirroring my follow. Now along with this, you have that triple pulling back, that triple step for the guy. Normally it's just an anchor step and a pulling lead, but I like to use my body in order to actually bring my lady onto that forward foot. I know some people like to teach the anchor step or a sailor step in order to step forward in the ladies' variation. Again, in the beginning, we normally teach just an anchor step in place. That way you just know that this is the spot in which you hold, and that way, you can play around with that. With the ladies' step, you can have the anchor step, or you can go from the triple into a sailor step. Most of the time, I've been taught to lead with the hip or the swinging of the hip action.
Again, just like I said before, keeping a level ceiling. Keeping in mind that the basic is a walk, walk, tap, step back, triple, or anchor step in place. Here I used a sailor step in order to get to my next basic.
Alrighty guys, that was just a general look over the basic, the 6-count basic in West Coast Swing. So if you have any questions, please write them down in the comments. If not, I'm assuming that you guys are all experts and have no questions whatsoever. By the way, I just want to say, guys, thank you. I have been doing this for just a little while and I've already gotten about 45 videos up. I'm almost at 50 at this point. I believe that by the end of this week, I will have 50 videos up on YouTube, which is huge. I'm almost at my goal, and my goal is just having enough material for bare bones beginners for most styles of dances that I know, in which case it's a lot of them, but I find that I'm always moved by music. And someone that's moved by music, I've always been pulled from place to place, and my interest just keeps going from here to here because I'm following myself, what I believe is a general flow and a path that's how dance is all connected. And us as dancers, we all have a similar understanding of a love for dance. So I want to try and impart that to somebody that's never done this before. And I know in this video, I'm kind of breaking my own rules by getting a little bit extra funky with it just because I like the music. Just like all the music, really. I just need to find one that speaks to me. In this particular West Coast Swing series, I'm going to be going over something more modern for this video, a little bit more country for the next, and a little bit more bluesy for the next one after that. So that way you have a general feeling for like what style, what genres of music fit for West Coast Swing. So having said that, please leave a like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.